You are now listening to Irrelevant Suggestions. This podcast could contain content that could be misconstrued or interpreted as useful information.
Hello, everybody. We are back. We had to take a week off as we didn't know how to continue, and we weren't sure whether Rob had the capability to
mental capacity
or physical ability to actually orchestrate anything from his side. But you know, saying that, we are going to attempt to do this, I guess, separately from our own isolated places. So we're back. It's episode 25. We're really excited to hopefully keep this going as we felt, you know, perfect opportunity to try and grow the audience and make the most out of this pandemic. So
really capitalize.
So welcome back, Rob, to episode 25, everybody.
Yes. Self clap.
Hello, Rob.
Hello.
How are you, my friend?
Fine. Deep into lockdown. But holding steady.
Yes.
Holding steady. Probably the most active I've actually been. Regular walks, exercise, bit of structure in my life. I've never had that before, so bring it on.
Yeah, well, that's interesting you said that. I think a lot of people probably have been more active now because of this whole thing, because it's kind of forced upon you in a way, isn't it, to get you something out of your day, so to speak.
Forced fun. But
yes.
not fun.
Yes. Well, today's episode, we were looking to sort of cover off fitness, I suppose, because it is something that has come into both of our lives, I believe, in the last few weeks.
I've seen it on the telly.
We've seen it on the telly. We've seen it on the news, and it seems to be the only sort of excuse at the moment to actually leave your house and enter into the free world. So if you're not, you know, in the UK and you're listening somewhere else, which I know some of you are, the UK has obviously gone into lockdown, and we're isolated into our houses every day. We made a podcast about this 2 weeks ago, sort of jokingly, and look how we got stung. So
we got done in.
We got absolutely had. So we are now in a fantastic lockdown where you are isolated to your own house and your loved ones, and the only excuse to go outside now is to actually either buy shopping goods or essentials, or to go for an exercise, which is only permitted for an hour a day. Once you've left the house, don't go thinking you're going back out, because it's not allowed.
An hour a day, which I thought would be a challenge, to be honest.
Yeah, well, exactly. And everyone's taking it very seriously. My girlfriend, in fact, refused to go to the park the other day without taking her ID card, because she was under the impression that a stop and search would ensue for anybody outside. But we're
not there just yet.
Not there yet, but I do feel that in the coming weeks, maybe there will be a change of pace.
Especially there was a police van by Brockwell Park today. So
one of your sources has told you.
Yeah, reliable source.
Yeah, I think especially after this weekend, because this is meant to be the sunny weekend. I think people are probably going to be abusing it a little bit and going outside, and then they're going to just ruin it for everybody. So stay inside, guys. Stay safe. Stay inside.
Just stay in. It's not hard.
So enough from me. Rob, what have you been up to in terms of staying healthy?
Like I say, regular walks. Been doing some 30-minute home exercise routines, which is a new thing for me.
What are they? Is that a HIIT workout?
I don't know what that means. It's just a YouTube video. Get that on, and then just do whatever the video says. I've nearly already broken a floorboard in the house doing it.
Is it Joe Wicks you're doing?
Possibly that guy, yeah.
The guy that looks like a slim version of me, right? With the curly hair.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, he's handsome.
So yeah, I've been doing that. That's fine. Like I say, I think it's the house's way of saying you need to do it more. To be honest,
Your own house turning on you.
my own house, and it's where I live. Although I did get probably one of the nicest texts ever from you, wasn't it?
Yeah, it might have been.
I'm in lockdown with Meg, so she can't text me. The only other person who does is you. Do you want me to? It's probably genuinely nice text from you. Should I read it out for everyone?
Yeah, go on then. Read it out.
Just let me just get it up. You just talk amongst yourselves while I just grab this.
Talk amongst yourselves while you're putting that up.
With yourself.
Yeah, with myself. While you're putting that up, we had a couple of people reach out to us, or reach out to me directly last week, mentioning that they were a little disappointed the show wasn't on. And I'd like to say thank you, obviously, for reaching out. Mike Tarpey, thanks for messaging and obviously mentioning that. So we're partly back again, after your voicing of you wanting us to be back, and also David, who's a key
It's
NHS.
your fault, Mike. It's your fault.
Excuse me, Rob. I'm just doing a bit. It's your fault. Yes.
Oh, sorry. Apologies.
And David, a key NHS worker, thank you for your thoughts. David's been filling his time by watching the Tiger King documentary, which I saw as well. Did you watch that?
No.
Right. Well, I watched it. It's very good, and it's very, very strange. The guy was actually on the Louis Theroux episode on Louis Theroux's Weird Weekends years ago, called Beware of the Tiger. And I quite liked him. I thought he was quite an engaging character, and then in this kind of docu-series, he does unravel a bit. But needless to say, fuck Carol Baskin. That's all I'll say.
I've got no context of that whatsoever.
Yeah, well, you would need to watch it, but I would suggest watching it. It's very good. You found the text, did you?
Yeah, I've got it. Do you want me to read it out? Genuine text from Will. Probably one of the nicest things you've ever said to me.
Okay.
It's not a nice text, but I think the underlying kind of concern, genuine concern, I think is the point. Okay, here we go. On a side note, no jokes intended. You should do some exercise, as you have asthma and are a bit of a chunky cookie. And at first I was angry, but then I realized that it just proves genuine love. Your genuine love for me. So thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Well, yes. I think the thing is, you got to remember that I don't run this show on my own. So I've got to protect my assets. I've got to have you here to record with.
Right. Okay. So
I've spent money on the equipment. I've spent time, money, effort. Pride.
So it's not concern for me personally. It's just concern for your self-interest.
Well, no. I mean, I care for you, Rob. I think you're a nice guy, aren't you? You're friendly. You're likable. You're nice. Yeah. You're a nice guy, aren't you? You're friend.
Well, maybe I've overinterpreted what this text is. Then
you're an approachable guy, Rob. You're an approachable guy.
Yeah.
More so that you're in isolation now. I find you even more approachable.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
But yeah, so it's tough. People are going out their minds a bit, living at home. I really don't find it that different. I've started doing yoga now. I'm on my 4th day.
Oh yeah,
30
yogis.
Yeah, I'm doing 30-day yoga. I'm on my 4th day. It's yoga with Adrian or Adriana, I think. And I've got a very weak lower back, and it's doing me wonders. I tell you. So I'm doing yoga in the morning.
You're in incredible pain.
I'm in incredible agony. But no, it's good. It's nice. It kind of gets the whole body. You know who does yoga? Sting does yoga. And look at Sting. He looks great.
And he was in the police.
So he had to stay physically fit. It's fun. It's informative, and I'm learning a lot about my asana, my body, my current flow, my dhyana. Everything comes together when I'm doing my yoga.
I feel like there's going to be a Netflix documentary about you very soon.
Yeah, it's called Bikram Yogi. Have you seen that one?
I've not seen that. I've heard good things.
It's called like Bikram Yoga Instructor Predator. Was the last part.
The instructor from hell.
Yes, he was a little bit too hands-on. Some would say.
Yeah.
But yeah. So along with staying physically fit. That may be my camera disappearing there, folks. Nothing to be alarmed about. It is just my GoPro not wanting to succeed. But it'll be back. There we go.
You've changed colour. Oh, no, you're back.
Now I'm back. So, along with staying mentally fit, along with staying physically fit, it's very important to stay mentally fit. And I know a lot of people have been filling their time with the House Party app, which apparently has people listening into you, and I have had a couple of friends have their bank accounts hacked into via the app. So not so fun and games, is it? House Party app, not so fun and games. So I've deleted that. However, despite the numerous amount of quizzes that are going on every day, for instance, I'm doing another one this evening, most of them are pretty crap. However, one of our listeners messaged me, and he mentioned that he had started a quiz on Instagram, and I did attend it on Thursday, and it was absolutely phenomenal. And I thought it would be good to get him on the show, because I would really recommend going on the quiz and doing the quiz. It's on Thursdays, because it was honestly much better than anything else I've done. So we'll just bring him in.
How do you know this guy?
We actually used to live together. We lived together for a while, and now he's running the quiz. So he's actually been on the show before. He competed in the toilet roll challenge. What was it called? The Live and La Vida Lockdown. He's a keen listener, has been from the start. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on his second appearance on Irrelevant Suggestions, Fred, aka Schliddy.
Hey. Thanks for having me, guys. Thanks. Fantastic.
Oh, what a loser!
Well, there he is. Rob, what are your first impressions of his get-up? Do you like that?
I said it off camera before. He looks like a young Tony Blair.
He does. And I'm sure his opinions align with Tony's too. So thanks for coming on the show today, Schlid. Absolute pleasure to have you.
Thanks for having me. Awesome. Really glad to finally get my face on the show. Been a big fan actually since
you were on it.
Since you were on it last time.
No. I was one of the high advertisers actually. So it's pretty about time, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. You got some books there. You got a little. Is that a Greek statue?
Yeah, this is the Michelangelo statue, David.
That's Dave.
Brought it back from my trip to Rome, actually.
Have you read all those books?
Yeah, I have actually. So that's Wind in the Willows, Caspian, The Hobbit.
Not read the titles. Have you read the books?
And
the words
The Road
inside.
to William Bear by George Orwell. Fantastic.
Oh,
book.
lovely. Nice selection.
Rob, you're a fine one to talk. I know for a fact, after living with you, that you quite literally place a book in the back of your rucksack so people can see it when you're on the tube.
That's a good reason, though. We've all been there. We're all amateurs at the start.
Got to impress. Got to start somewhere, haven't you?
I always, if I have a book on me, I hide it. It's only happened twice, but I have hidden it. Actually, I say it happened twice. It happened once, and that was because my dad bought me a book and gave it to me, so I had to take it home. Anyway. Move on. So listen, Schliddy, what we want to know is, there's a lot of quizzes out there. Why is yours so good compared to the other ones? Why should we go to your quiz? Because I did it and I enjoyed it, but from your words.
I think it's a really casual, it's a lovely atmosphere that we join in, and it's done on Instagram Live, so there's no kind of talking over. People can't interrupt. People can put the questions down at the answers at the bottom, but if they do, they will be banned if they do it more than twice. Also, there's prizes, some fantastic prizes to give away at the moment. So last week's winner were the Wheelers, so congratulations to them. And they got a cake set, so they can make their own cakes at home.
Oh, thinking of the people in this tough time.
Beautiful.
Can you hear me
concept.
Now? Beautiful concept, yeah. Okay, well that's great. I did the quiz last Thursday, and it was very enjoyable. What time is it on?
So it's 8:30 every Thursday, Instagram Live. If you want to follow the Instagram account, it is at Fred's Lockdown Quiz.
Fantastic. I'll just write that down.
I wasn't invited last week, but that's fine. Whatever.
Well, Rob, you're invited now, and maybe I'll give you a special shout out. You never know.
He does do shout outs. He does. He's done them.
The damage is done, Fred. The damage is done.
I mean, guys, if you're around, maybe we could do an irrelevant suggestion sponsored question.
Oh,
Do a crossover episode.
we'd love that. We'd love to do a question.
So what would happen? On live, I would connect with either Will or yourself, Rob, and we'd get you to ask a question to our, we're hitting about 60 viewers now. So
Wow, that's triple what we get, and more, and some more as well.
Yeah, he's doing this for an act of charity.
But, well, maybe we can talk about that after this. Fantastic.
Yeah, we'd love to discuss business with you off air. That'd be great. So you said you'd give us a little taster, didn't you?
Yeah, I've got a few questions here. Awesome.
Okay.
So
Little sample.
Should we do...
We're going to need... Sorry?
After you, you're the quiz master.
We'll need some sounds from either both of you to, it's going to be quick fire. So, Rob, what's your buzzer going to be? Fantastic. And Will?
I might go with...
Yeah, that's good. That was good. Okay, so 3 questions, really quick and simple. So one of the first questions, probably the most popular question on the quiz. They're a cryptic clue for a tube station in London. So, for example, the one we had last week was, what was it?
Beeping at Rebecca.
100, beeping at Rebecca. What would that be, Rob?
I haven't got a clue.
Shooting Beck. Awesome. Tube station. So, or a famous bear would be Paddington, yeah? So,
King's Cross.
Question 1. Hey, hold your fire now. I need your buzzers, otherwise I won't take you on.
Oh, okay, sorry. What was mine again?
You went...
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
So,
I've just remembered it. I've remembered it.
Cryptic clue, right? Alpine dwelling.
Alpine
dwelling.
What?
Tube station. Rob went first.
Swiss wood, is it?
No.
Swiss, whatever that
not
station
Swiss.
is. It's close
I
though,
think
isn't
I hand over to Will now. It's close. It is close.
Is it Forest Hill?
Will? No.
Is it Swiss Cottage?
It is Swiss Cottage.
Get
correct.
it!
Oh, Swiss wood, Swiss cottage. Come on, I had that one. Come on.
Now I have a feeling that Rob might get this one right because I feel he's a bit of more of an intellectual than Will.
Is it about having a micro penis?
It's not a failing. That's a life choice.
So, question 2 is: if I am in Santiago, what country am I in?
Mexico.
I'll give it to Rob because we'll shut it out.
Don't know.
Come on, guys.
I know.
Will?
Chile.
Correct, Mondo.
Chile.
So we've got the last question now. It's so each of you get a guess, and whoever's closest wins.
Okay.
How many squares are there in London?
How many what?
Squares. So you got Soho Square, you got George Square, you got Trafalgar Square. How many squares are there in London? I'd like a guess.
At least
I'll give
3.
you a couple of seconds.
How many squares are there? I mean, they're mainly situated in the wealthier parts of London, aren't they? You don't get
how wide are you? What are you considering London in this geographical area?
I think it's Greater London.
Greater London. Greater.
Yeah, he misses some of the key facts from these questions, but we'll let it slide.
It's not very well produced, but we'll let him go.
He's feeling a tie. Come on.
27.
Okay, I'm gonna go with 65.
Yeah. So Will wins, but you're both way off. There's 600.
I did have a 6 though. I did have a 6.
You did have a 6. But yeah, so 600 squares and under. But yeah, so Will wins 3-0. Sorry, Rob.
Christ.
So what does that mean then? It just means that Rob has got a very small brain, the size of an acorn, some would say.
But Rob, there's questions.
Smaller
from
even?
Sports questions in there, you know.
I'm more of a key stage 2 question kind of person.
Let's give Rob a question. I've got one for you, Rob. What do you get if you mix blue and red?
Oh, a horrible mess.
Small brain.
Green.
Small brain. Yes.
Tiny brain.
Well done, Schlitty. Well done, Schlitty.
Question Master, well done. You've beat me.
Thank you, Schled. We really appreciate that. So, just to reiterate, did you say Thursdays at...
So Thursdays at 8:30 p.m.
Yes.
on Instagram Live at Fred's Lockdown Quiz.
And we'll put a link in the description, and we'll do our best to put it in there somehow.
We'll have a chat about maybe a sponsored question or something like that.
We'd love that. We really, really would love that. Well, you know, thanks again. You're keeping well in lockdown? Everything's going well?
Yeah, I'm, you know, just keeping the brain active, keeping the body active, just really getting on with life, you know. You can't let this stuff, you know. Viruses don't take days off, and neither do I.
It's a very good point.
Oh, God, you are a disgraceful human being. Well, thank you very much for stopping by. We won't keep you any longer. And we'll speak to you real soon, and we'll certainly see you next Thursday.
Fantastic. Hope to see you guys soon. Congratulations again on Will and winning the quiz.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Bye for now.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Well, that was charming, wasn't it, Rob? Charming.
For you, yeah.
Well, you know, when you got a brain as big as mine, it's important to fill it with knowledge, which I do.
Your brain is the same, well, smaller in fact than that shark behind you.
Rob, if you're not aware,
you're the man who thought that the medieval period of history was 30,000 years ago.
well, people didn't tell me. How would I know? This is the shark-themed room. That behind me,
basic logic,
is a Carcharion caracus, translated into your language, a great white shark.
into my language of English.
Yes,
of human.
I have my shark placemat here. I have my shark shirt on. Lots of sharks in this room. I love sharks. Ask me anything about sharks and I'll tell you. What's the oldest living vertebrate, Rob?
Is it a shark?
Yes, the Greenland shark. Guess how long it lives for?
Loaded question. 400 years.
Very close. Very close. 500 years. Which means there was a shark around, the one they found, at the same time as Michelangelo.
Fantastico. Do you reckon they knew each other?
He may have petted it. I'm not sure.
It's likely.
It's likely he would have petted it.
Very likely. Yeah.
Well, look, I think that draws near to today's show. Great to see you again. I've really missed your subtle nuances and your charm and charisma.
Thanks. I've missed your... You can insert something after, that's fine.
Oh, I did something in.
Yeah, to get that in there.
Yes. Yeah, we hope this was fairly bearable. We know that it's not exactly the most exciting podcast, but who gives a fuck? You know, our standards have slipped, and so have yours. So yeah, we'll be back. We'll keep this going, and hopefully this will all be over soon. And when it is, my God, we're going to have a party. In fact, what I think we should do, Rob, is on the day, the episode that comes out, which is post-isolation, maybe we should break a world record and see how many people we can get in a room for a podcast. The world's biggest podcast.
Why don't we do the podcast in the pub down the boozer?
A pod party.
A pubcast?
A pubcast.
It's probably already a thing that someone will have already come up with.
Some toss.
I'm not gonna lie, I am gagging to get down the pub.
Ooh, I'll tell you
Gagging.
what. They're going to be in serious trouble when I get down there. I'm going to drink that place dry.
You get very violent, don't you?
I get very aggressive, very violent.
Very aggressive, very quickly.
Very quickly. And I can't wait for that.
Can't wait for a nice cold 10 pints of Guinness.
I can't wait to drink and look at somebody else and physically know that we're both regretting this.
I can't wait to see the blank expression on your face when you're absolutely shit-canned.
When my eyes do not emit
Roll over.
When
When you
don't-
roll over like that shark behind you.
Well, I mean, when I'm dead inside. Oh God, I love that. I can't wait to be out
Can't wait.
again. I can't wait to be out again when you're so blitzed that you fall over, you dislocate your knee,
Yeah.
and you throw money at an honest
Yeah.
businessman who owns a hostel, and you say,
Out of his face.
"I'll pay what I want when I want."
Yeah.
Mm.
I can't wait to do all of that. All of those things.
I can't wait.
Uh,
I can't wait to go down to the park and just drink cans of Strongbow and lie in the sun.
just drink. Just drink loads.
Just fucking drinking, man.
And be less, closer than 2 meters towards someone. Just can't wait for that.
I can't wait. I can't wait to get up early on Saturday and know that I'm recklessly going out to drink too early, but still love it.
I can't wait to wake up Sunday and be in terrible pain. Excruciating pain and anxiety. Can't wait for that.
I can't wait to do the booze cruise where I start at one tube station and I go from place to place to place and I just get absolutely hammered. I can't wait for that.
Bollocks.
But yeah,
It's going to be great, isn't it?
I just can't wait. Just can't wait. Oh, I can't wait for all this crap around exercise to be over and everyone just
Just
stick
nonsense.
stick to drinking again.
Just get back to what we do best.
Oh, dry cough. That could be me.
Oh,
Drinking is bad for the immune system, which they're saying is obviously not good if you've got said virus.
I'll try and lay off the gin skis. I had a few gin skis last night, actually.
You did say that. What was the occasion?
Nah, it's Friday. Innit?
It
Bored.
was Friday, wasn't it? Fuck, I forgot
It
that.
was Friday. Anyway,
Well, certainly is enjoyable. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, everybody. Hopefully this has been recorded. If not, who cares? And we'll get you all real soon. Thank you very much. Rob, yours?
goodbye.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.